Hey guys, this week we're talking about place value, and we have done some building with 10 frames on Monday to show the different 10s and 1s, and yesterday we used the base 10 blocks to start to model different numbers using 10s and 1s. Today we're going to talk about two other ways that you can write numbers. So far we've talked about standard form and we've talked about the picture or model. Today we'll talk about the two others. First, though, I want us to just kind of warm up by building another number. So, get your base 10 blocks if you don't have them, and your little mat that you made with 10s and 1s. And I want you to model the number or build the number 14. So do that now. Okay, with 14, we have one 10 and two 1s. Remember, the 10s place is always the one to the left, and the 1s place is always the one on the farthest right. Eventually, later this year, we're going to add in another place, which is the hundreds place, and it goes to the left of the 10s place. But right now, we're just worried about two-digit numbers. Okay, you may have heard me use the word digit a few times. Let's talk about what digit means. So digits or the digits of our number system are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, those are all digits. Whenever you put digits together, they make numbers. So in 14, the digit 1 and the digit 4 are used to make the number 14. So digits are just different parts of the number, basically. If I had the number 12, it has two digits. The digits are 1 and 2, and together they make the number 12. It doesn't just have to be two-digit numbers. Sometimes you have three-digit numbers, like 345. It has three digits, okay? So digits are just 0 through 9, coming together in numbers to make, or coming together to make a number, basically. So 14 has two digits here. All right, in 14, we have one 10 and four 1s. We can double check this by counting. Remember, this is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right, now in 14, let's talk about, you know, this week we're talking about place value. Let's talk about what that means too. Okay, so place value. They actually, both of these words mean something that come together, and it totally makes sense. Watch this. Okay, so place. If I'm talking about the 1 in 14, its place is the 10's place, okay? What is the value of 1 in 14? Value just means how much is something worth. So the 1 in 14 is not just worth 1, because if it was worth 1, it would just be a 1, a unit. The value of the 1 in 14 is actually 10, okay? Let me mark this out so it doesn't confuse us. So the value of the 1 in 14 is 10. What is the value of the 4? Well, the 4 just stands for 4 1s. So since it's in the 1's place, 1, 2, 3, 4, the value of 4 is 4. So could we say 10 plus 4 equals 14? We could. And that brings us to our next way to write a number. This here is called expanded form. Expanded form happens when we stretch out the number and make it basically into a number sentence, okay? So we break it down into the way that we would see it when we build the number. So 10 plus 4 in this case. So place and value just means the place the number is in, like this is in the 1's place and this one's in the 10's place, and value means how much is it worth. Let's do some more. Clear your mat. Okay. Let's build number 16. Can you model 16? Okay, so 16 has two places. It's got a tens place and a ones place. And remember, this T and O just stands for tens and ones. Ones starts with an O. That's why there's an O there. All right, so since it has two places, the tens and the ones place, we just are going to be building with tens and ones. In the tens place, there is a 1. There's 1 10. How many ones do I need for 16? I will need 6 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and this shows 16. We can double check it by counting. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And there we have it. All right, now let's talk about expanded form. We talked a little bit about that with our last number. For expanded form of 16, I need to look at each digit here and think about how much they're worth. Or I can look at my picture, which is probably going to be easier. So we built 16 here. To do the expanded form, we just need to look. How many tens do we have? We have 1 10. What does this represent? This represents 10. So 10 plus how many ones? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 10 plus 6 equals 16. That's the expanded form. There's also another way that we can read or write numbers, and that's just called word form. So word form is just when you write out the number using words. So here it would be spelled like this, 16. That's just the word form. That's how you spell 16. So we have model, standard form, expanded form, and word form. All right, let's do another one. Can you build 13? 13. Okay, for 13, there are two places. There's your tens place and your ones place. For 13, how many tens did you need? You needed 1 10 because there's a 1 in the tens place. How many ones did we need? 3 ones. Oops, that was 4. 3. This is how you build 13. Double check it by counting. 10, 11, 12, 13. To write the expanded form of 13, we just need to look at our picture here, or we can look at the standard form. In our picture, we have 1 10. Let me show you a problem that sometimes kids do, and they mess up, and it ends up being wrong. They'll go, oh, there's 1 10, so 1 plus 3 equals 13. Well, is this true? Does 1 plus 3 equal 13? Let's check. If I have 1 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. That doesn't equal 13. 1 plus 3 just equals 4. So that's not correct. That's why it's important to remember this equals 10. This doesn't just equal 1. It is 110, but its value is 10. So when I write expanded form, I have to write 10 plus. Now these are just worth 1 because they're units. So these all together are 1, 2, 3. 10 plus 3 equals 13. And then the other way that you can write this is by using word form. 13. Okay? Let's try another. Can you model 4? All right, 4 is a one-digit number, so that means we only have a ones place. There are no tens here. If there was a 10, it would just be like an imaginary 0 because there's nothing. It's just 4 ones. Okay, so when you built this number, you should not have done this. If you did this, you didn't build 4, you built 10, 20, 30, 40. And this is not 40, this is just 4. So to build this number, you should have just put 4 ones because there's only a 4 in the ones place. This is how you build or model 4. All right, now for expanded form. It gets a little trickier whenever you only have one-digit numbers. So for expanded form, there are 0 tens, so just 0 plus how many ones? 4. 0 plus 4 equals 4. And you can also write it in words, in word form, 4. All right? Okay, we're going to do one more. I'm going to let you see if you can completely do it by yourself. Let's do the number 18. See if you can model 18 by yourself. And then if you have some time, see if you can write standard form and expanded form. Standard form, expanded form, and word form also. You can pause the video if you want to try it out. All right, so for 18, we have 2 digits. We have a 1 and an 8. The 1 is in the tens place, and the 8 is in the ones place. All right, so when I go to build it, I need 1 10 and 8 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, this should equal 18, but I'm not just going to stop and go, oh, yep, it's 18. No, I'm going to double check it to make sure. So when I go to count this, remember, this is already a 10, so I don't need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can just say 10. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, we modeled 18 using our base 10 blocks. Now, for the expanded form, there is 1 10, and this isn't just 1, remember I told you can't just go 1 plus 8 because that's not going to equal 18. This is 1 10. Its value is 10. So I need to put 10 plus how many ones? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 10 plus 8 equals 18. Okay, this is the expanded form. It's where we stretch it out into a number sentence. And then I can also write the word form of 18 like this. If you're ever trying to write word form and you are not sure how to spell the word correctly, guess where you can look? In your handy dandy writer's notebook, there is a section, and yours looks different than mine actually because I updated it since I made this. But there's a section with number words. So if I was trying to find 18, it's right there, and I could spell it correctly. Like I said, yours looks a little different than mine, but it still has the exact same number words. Okay, so on my place value robot today, Mr. Perry, I'm going to add the other 2 ways that we learn to write and read numbers. Oops, I accidentally marked on it. Okay, so we learned that you can use expanded form and you can use word form. So, expanded form. For 12, because that's what we're modeling here on Perry, the expanded form of 12 is, well, we have 1 10. Remember, the value of 10 is 10. So we have 10 plus 2 ones equals, what does this equal? 10, 11, 12. This is the expanded form where we stretch it out into a number sentence. And let me show you something really fast on expanded form. So earlier I wrote the number 345. When you start doing expanded form with large numbers like this, it will look longer. So it would be like 300 plus 40 plus 5 equals 345. So expanded form, it may seem really simple right now. That's just because we are only going to 20, but it does get bigger. Okay, and the other way that we learned that we can read or write numbers is by using word form. Sometimes it's called written form too. Word form is just where we write out the words that spell the number. So to spell this number is 12. So if I didn't know how to spell that, I could look in my writer's notebook. It's T-W-E-L, 12. Okay? So we have standard form, model or picture, expanded form, and word form. Tomorrow we're going to practice doing numbers in all 4 ways just like we did today.